Okay everyone, we got 61 orders going out on eBay for a little over $1,600 and 18 orders going out on Poshmark as well. So let's get to pulling these orders, guys. And just for context, we have $146 sold on Poshmark yesterday, which was Saturday. Today's Sunday. Or is this today? This is today, I'm sorry. So we got $146 today on Sunday on Poshmark. We have $105 on Saturday on Poshmark, and then $48 on Friday on Poshmark. So what, $300 of sales on Poshmark over this weekend. So $1,600 on eBay, $300 on Poshmark, so about $1,900, maybe just a slight bit more for sales going out over this weekend right here. So what's going on with everybody? My name is Marcus. Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be a kind of just a weekend what sold. Gonna really try to fly through, sorry, set my coffee down. I'm gonna try to fly through as many of these items as I possibly can, because I do have something I have to get out of here and go do, and I'm kind of on the move. As you can see, I forgot my hat, so I'm never in a video without a hat on. That just goes to show you how fast I was moving. Also, your boy spilled coffee in his computer today. It is what it is. Had to get a new car. It is what it is. These things can't keep a guy down. At least I'm driving, and at least my computer still works temporarily. I think we'll have to see what happens. I do have that computer as a backup in case all else fails, but I spilled the coffee in my computer like a little over an hour ago, and it didn't work, but it was working when I left the house. So if this video doesn't come out until a couple days from now, you guys know why. Alrighty, let's get the pull of some of these orders. I think I'll start out with the Poshmark orders just because it's what I have open on my phone right now. Okay, so here we got a bunch of Poshmark orders. First one's going out is a bundle of First Form hoodies. These are 2 extra large hoodies. I sold both of these for a total of, I don't know, just telling me what I sold them for $25 a piece, I think. $25 a piece, so 50 bucks. First Form hoodies. Okay, so the First Form hoodies was a bundle. It sold for 40 bucks. So Vineyard Vine sweater, men's medium, sold for 15 bucks. We got a BKE sweater. This sold for 13 bucks, men's 2XL. Got a Marisa sweater, women's medium, sold for 12 bucks. And we got some North Face pants, men's 34, sold for $18. We got us a pair of Under Armour kids sweatpants. These sold for 15 bucks. They're boys extra large. Levi's 505 sold for 19 bucks. These are a men's 34. First Form t-shirt, men's extra large, sold for 14 bucks. J. Jill button-up shirt, sold for 15 bucks. This is a women's small. Then we got another bundle order. All these items, this is a Daniel Cremo shirt. Hang on. Go back to the sales. Okay. Daniel Cremo shirt, Nike t-shirt, Sonoma t-shirt, Colorado State Rams hoodie. This is a International Concepts jacket, polo swim trunks, and then there's also a polo thermal shirt that's not here. All these items sold for a best offer. I bundled the price up together, sent the buyer an offer of $105, and they accepted. I do got to get the polo thermal shirt for this. Now Poshmark sales were really good over the weekend. 18 orders. It's pretty good. The highest that I've had on Poshmark is 20 over the weekend. So I'm thankful for 18 sales on Poshmark, just to supplement income, especially since like I said earlier, I had to buy a new car. So I'm thankful for the Poshmark sales because it helps pad the pocket. It's extra money, you know what I mean? And while it is inventory that needs to be, the money needs to be reinvested into the business, it's additional income on top of what I got going on with eBay. So I'm super thankful to have another stream of income coming in, because especially with eBay being weird right now. However, my sales are back on the trend up. I showed you guys in the last video that my net in the last 31 days was almost the same as what it was when I was doing 50. Now I've surpassed that. My net is now higher than what it was when I was doing 50 a day, and I'm selling less items and I'm listing less items. So eBay's doing good, Poshmark is doing good. I appreciate everybody that's used a Vendu link down below to get started on Poshmark. We are going over that inside the Patreon now. We are helping people set up their Poshmark and their Vendu and all that stuff inside the Patreon as well. So if you guys want help with that, come over there and we'll help you guys out with that. Big shout out to everyone that's used the Vendu links to get your cross listing started. You guys are really going to love it. You guys are going to love cross listing. You guys are going to be able to make all this extra money that you weren't making with slow sales on eBay. So big shout out to you guys. So let's jump into these eBay orders now. So I've sold 4 more items on eBay. It is a bulk order, but 4 more items have been ordered since I've been here. Well, actually they've been paid for. I sent the invoice before I got here. So we're going to jump into these eBay orders now. All right, guys, we got a Mickey Mouse sweatshirt. This is a men's large, sold for 20 bucks. Got an employee AT&T shirt, polo shirt. This is a men's extra large, sold for 8 bucks. Then we have a Torrid button-up shirt, sold for 12 bucks. This is a women's size 5. I don't know what that equates to, but the buyer of this item does. Okay, so these items are actually bulk order. There's one item at my house that's actually missing. It's not missing, but it's just not here at the storage. So this orange shirt, or this peach whatever shirt, is a Big Sky, vintage Big Sky Henley shirt, men's 2XL. So for this whole bundle, sold for $44. The guy was sending really low offers, but then he messaged me last night. He messaged me and was like, if I accept all your offers, will you combine shipping and give me a discount? So I was like, yeah, of course. So he bought 4 items today. This is a 2012 London Olympic team jacket, men's 2XL. This was stained, and I even put that real big in the title because it's really stained. Hopefully he saw that. And then this is a Nike Pro shirt. Like I said, this whole order sold for 12 bucks. This whole order sold for $44. Then this last item is this Friday Harbor hoodie, men's 2XL, Washington State. Sold for $44 for that whole order. So someone just sent me an offer for over half off of what I got the item listed for. And here lately, man, I've just been declining offers. I know that I was taught not to do that, but at the end of the day, I don't got time to be like going back and forth with people trying to convince someone to buy the item. So I just decline it, and if they really want the item, I've found that they just come back with a much more reasonable offer and actually make a deal with me. So we'll see if this person does that. I don't really think that this person particularly will, but if they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. No big deal. Super thankful for the amount of sales that I have anyway. So they did counter back after I declined their order or their offer, but it was still pretty low. This time I countered to try and get them to meeting price that we can make a deal on. So the next item is going to be, I got 2 of these vintage, well, one's a vintage Urban Pipeline thermal shirt, and the other one's just a regular the other one is a regular Urban Pipeline shirt. This buyer bought 2 of them. This is one of them, 12802. 12802 is up there. Men's 2XL, sold for 10 bucks on that one, and I'll let you guys know when I get to the other one. All right, we got some Duluth jeans. These are men's 4230. I don't pick this size up very much anymore at all. These sold for 12 bucks, and it took about 8-9 months to sell. These are Sears and Roebuck vintage flex lax pants made in the USA. These sold for 50 bucks. This is a Laser Rock shirt, vintage employee tee. This sold for 10 bucks. That's a men's large. We got this Marco Island hoodie. This is a repeat buyer. So this buyer either bought more than one item on this set of orders, or they've just bought from me before in the past. This hoodie is a extra large, sold for 20 bucks. Then we got this Athleta women's tank top, sold for 12 bucks. That's a women's large. And then we have item that just sold for $16 hairs, Wrangler pants, cargo pants. Nice. Hopefully they pay before the end of all this. Next item, Under Armour hoodie. Under Armour hoodie, men's small. Had this listed for 15 bucks. Someone sent me an offer of 12 and I accepted. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll take a 12 on a 15. Not too much of a discount. I think that's 20%. So next item is 14248. Don't know if that's going to be over here. 248. It's going to be down here. 248. This is an American Eagle shirt, a polo shirt. Let's see what it sold for. Check my trusty phone here. It's a women's medium, and it sold for $12. So yeah, you guys see how quick I pulled that item, that order, out of the inventory system. Big shout out to everyone that's taken their storage system, their inventory setup into their own hands and have ordered the products in my product link description down below from Amazon. I know for me it's a big game changer. Makes pulling these items a lot quicker, especially on today where like I'm in a rush and I have a limited amount of time to pull my orders while filming a video. So it makes it a lot quicker to pull items and get them packed up so I can move on to the next task. So big shout out to everyone that's used any of the links to buy any of the products. You guys help support the channel and it really means a lot. All right guys, we got North Face t-shirt, men's extra large, sold for 16 bucks. We have a vintage Field and Stream Fisher vest, men's 2XL, sold for 20 bucks. Duluth Trading Company, just a waffle knit tee, large tall, sold for $12.80. Then we have this Eddie Bauer sweater, which actually sold on Thursday. Someone canceled the order. I relisted it Thursday and it sold for 20 bucks. Nope, 17 bucks, sorry. That is, what size is this? Men's large. Then we got some Eddie Bauer jeans. These sold on a best offer of $10. I had them listed for 15. Maybe I undersold them. Size 36-30. So real quick, I want to talk about finding a purpose, right? A lot of people say stuff like find your reason why. Find your reason why to do what you do. Find your reason why to work hard and do things to achieve whatever goal it is that you have, right? And so for me, my purpose, right, is to help you guys grow your business, to help you guys have some faith in the fact that, you know, things will be okay, right? No matter what seasons, what storms we go through in life, there's going to be some stuff thrown at us, right, that we're not prepared to handle unless we're set up, you know, on a firm foundation. And on eBay, it's no different, right? So my firm foundation is the fact that I've got 9,300 items listed, right? I've seen big stores like James, my boy in Reseller Life. He's got 52,000 items. That's a firm foundation, right? That's a lot of inventory listed for continuous sales to come rolling in, right? So in times like these where things are so weird, right? I have a foundation of 9,000 items and I'm continuing to load quality items into my store to replace the kind of low tier items that I was filling it with to begin with. This has led me to have higher sales, not as far as the gross amount of sales, but the net amount of sales was getting deposited into my bank account. I'm making more money selling less items, and I'm thankful for that. While you'll still see some items that sell for $10, $12, $15, $8. There's an item that sold for $2 that you guys will see later, right? But while that's still going to be a thing that is here until I get rid of all those items, I just got to keep it moving and be thankful that I have items that are continuing to sell on a regular basis, right? So there's a lot of people out there struggling to either make ends meet or to stay motivated long enough to keep going. And I just encourage you guys, man, don't let the hard times throw you off, you know, what you got going on, because I promise you it's going to get greater later. And whether that's on eBay or whether that means you implement multiple reselling platforms to sell on, you got to do what you got to do to pivot. We cannot take the L, guys, in business, in any business. It doesn't matter if it's reselling, retail, manufacturing, whatever. When things arise, there's a problem solving that has to take place. In my business, my problem solving tactic was to switch lanes and start cross listing, right? I was anti cross listing for the longest. Now I cross list, and it's able to help me get some extra money coming in. And that's just one of the pivots that I'm making to counteract the way things are right now, right? And so while I still have 9,000 items listed and I'm cross listing those to Poshmark, I can start cross listing those to Mercari, but I'm going to wait till I get my whole store on Poshmark first. Then I'll implement another platform to start cross listing on. So I just encourage you guys, man, stay fast, stay steadfast on what you're doing, right? Don't give up. The dream's not over with, guys. A lot of you guys are just now getting started, so you're not going to know how things were pre-pandemic. I don't know how things were pre-pandemic. I got in after 2020, you know what I mean? So this is the way I know eBay, and things are changing since I got on here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stay with the program. I'm gonna keep listing my items, I'm gonna keep shipping them out on time, and I'm gonna keep picking up good items that people want to buy, right? That's the recipe for success. There's no magic pill on eBay, guys. There's no, do it this way and it works, because people do things differently. Nobody lists the same way, nobody picks the same items, nobody prices them at the same price. Everyone has a different form of success, a different recipe to get it. And I just encourage you guys, find what works for you, take what you need to from each person that you're learning from, and implement it into a business model that works exclusively for you, and then just grind it out, man. And when I say grind it out, I don't mean grind 12-14 hours a day like I was doing. I just mean like find something that works and then pour gas on it. I just got a message on Instagram from a follower of the channel. I'm not going to put his name out there because it's none of you guys' business who the person is that said this, but he said, "Hey brother, just wanted to express my gratitude for your openness in your sales and content. It's the reason I continue to support and follow your work. Wishing you continued success. I was watching another channel and their numbers do not align with his sales, as they should know that we can look you guys up on eBay and see your sales." That's the reason why I just keep it 100 with you guys, man, because at the end of the day, if I tell you I'm doing better than I am, you guys can go and check out my store and actually see if I'm lying or not, right? All this is public knowledge. That's why when people start trolling me in the comment section, I'm like, what are you guys even trying to debate for, like, when the proof's there? So I just do this, to show people that there's really hope out there. There's really a chance out there. You guys can be, I'm a felon. I don't have a lot of, I can get a job like doing welding or something that I don't want to do, right? But the job opportunities that are out there are something that I'm A, not qualified for, or B, that I got to put in some technical vocational training for right now, when I can just continue to do eBay. So the hope is out there, guys. You guys can start a business. You can do this from home. You don't have to be a slave to the system, you know what I mean? Don't be a slave to eBay either. I learned that the hard way. But at the end of the day, you can do something for yourself that benefits you a substantial amount of money, you know what I mean? Like, you can make this a career, and it's all about the work that you're willing to put into it. You can make, I'm not gonna say the sky's the limit, but the sky kind of is, you know what I mean? You want to keep hiring out and buying more and more inventory and just grow a gigantic operation, you can do that. There's $1 million sellers on eBay making boatloads of cash, right? I'm not one of those, but at some point in time, I do want to be a millionaire. I'm just working my way up, you know what I mean? And I don't know if all my millions are going to come from eBay or if it's going to be a combination of things. But I know that the average millionaire has seven streams of income. So I'm just trying to get there, you know, one way or another. So I just try to be an open book and just encourage everyone that they can all do it too, because I'm definitely nothing special, man. I'm a dude from the streets that decided to get his life right later on in life, you know what I mean? And just give it all the glory to God while I do it. So let's get back into these orders, guys. Sorry, I done rambled long enough. Next item is going to be a vintage Izod shirt. Izod corduroy button-up shirt, sold for 20 bucks. That's a men's 2 extra large, tall, 2XLT. Got a black diamonds crested boot, I don't know, something t-shirt, sold for $7.19, men's 2XL. Got a Champion short sleeve sweatshirt. This is a medium, and it's reverse weave, but it's modern, so it only sold for 25 bucks. That's a repeat buyer. We got vintage redhead bone dry pants. These are like super vintage, super distressed, and they got like crease marks in them. They've been listed for quite some time, so when I got an offer for 14 bucks, I took it. Those are 30.29. Then we have Alabama Crimson Tide hoodie. I think this might be a Nike tag. Nope, Stadium Athletics, size extra large, and this sold for $25. So I've said it once, I'll say it again, because you guys are running out of time to buy football and NCAA stuff, because college football and stuff like that is actually selling right now because it's the season. American Eagle extra small button-up shirt, women's extra small, sold for $10. We got the University of Arkansas Razorback t-shirt on a Comfort Colors tag. That's a men's extra large, sold for 17 bucks. Got a Marmot shirt, just an outdoor brand t-shirt. That is a medium, men's medium, sold for 10 bucks. Then we got this, what is this? Vintage Texas Tech hoodie, men's medium, on a Nike tag, sold for 25 bucks. Then we have here Abercrombie & Fitch kids. I think that's a kid's shirt. Let's check it out here. Boys medium, sold for 7 bucks. And we got some Puma pants here. Men's medium, sold for $16. Okay, we got some women's Levi's 710 skinny jeans, size 29, sold for 15 bucks. Got some Carhartt jeans. These are men's 48-32. I don't know why I picked those up. This is a while ago, before I figured out that big sizes sell slower. Sold for 15 bucks. Under Armour shirt. This is a men's large, sold for 5 bucks. Susan G. Komen shirt. This is a breast cancer awareness type of run thing. I don't know if this is nationwide or not, but I've known about it since pretty much all my life. And if you guys don't know, October's breast cancer month, so when I started seeing it a couple months ago, I'd start picking it up. But that sold for $10. This is a cabbie shirt, women's large, sold for 15 bucks. We got a J. Farrar waffle knit shirt. Not a great brand, but I picked it up because of the pattern. It's got this sort of kind of like MMA elite, affliction type vibe with the star and the filigree and the cross and stuff like that. So I picked it up and it sold fairly decently quick. It's a men's extra large tall, sold for 12 bucks. So I kind of want to take it back to that comment from the person on Instagram that was saying about how they've learned a lot from my channel. I get those types of comments quite often, not in a toot my horn type of way, but in a thankful type of way, because this content that I make is structured around helping you guys grow your business. While a lot of it is me showing you what I'm selling or what I'm doing through the day, you guys have told me on multiple occasions that this type of content helps you, so I continue to make it. So I'm thankful when people do reach out and tell me, hey, you taught me this or you told me that and it worked, and they're just really appreciative of what I'm trying to do over here on this channel. So I'm just thankful for you guys watching the content. And if you watch a video and you don't learn something but you still watch it, I'm thankful. It really makes a difference though, guys, and I'm really just thankful that I can find purpose in me learning what I'm doing and perfecting what I'm doing. along the way and just sharing with you guys what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And then if it doesn't work, I tell you, hey, I tried this, it didn't work, now I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? And if it helps someone along the way, I'm thankful, and I'm just glad that I can be a part of you guys' lives in any type of way, whether that's through growing your business or just as someone to put on for background information. So thank you guys for watching the channel. It really means a lot. All right, we got a Budweiser shirt, women's medium, just a basic Budweiser tee. I find an abundance of this since it's in St. Louis. I go sourcing at, and Budweiser started in St. Louis. So that sold for 14 bucks. Got some 511 tactical pants. These sold for 20 bucks. That is a men's 32-30. We got these Gap jeans, sold for 20 bucks. That is a men's 32-34. Got this Gold's Gym Iron Paradise shirt, sold to somebody in China. They paid $16 for the shirt and then a boatload in shipping. Harbor Bay sweater, men's 3XL, sold for 12 bucks. We got some Bonobos wool pants. These are 33-32 and they sold for 50 bucks. So if you guys remember in the last video, right, I told you that I had to sell $17,500 to make $8,300, right? Now if you see here, I've sold $15,341 for 588 items, right? And I had to sell like 918 on the last video, and I've made over $8,300, right? So I told you guys that I would do this. I told you guys in the last video I would make more money selling less items than I did doing the 50 a day model. I've sold way less than 918 items or whatever the net last figure in the last video was, and I've made $135 more. We'll just round up and just say $135 more. So this is why I share these numbers with you guys, because there's people out there that are trying to figure out ways to make more money with the same amount of effort, right? I'm making less effort now to make more money, and I just want everybody to be encouraged by this. This isn't in a gloating way, but this is to show you guys that, like, dude, I was tripping. I was like doing way too much. I was doing, when they say doing the most, I was doing the absolute most. Like, I was doing way more than I needed to be doing, which isn't a bad thing. Having a strong work ethic is super awesome. It's a great quality to have. It's character traits like top 10, you know what I mean? But when you're putting your efforts into the right things in the wrong way, then you're just kind of spinning your wheels, right? And so, like, that's what I was doing. I was like working my butt off, right? But I was fighting a losing battle. While I was making money, right, I was not making money, but while I was making money, I was working more hours, making less. I was probably making like $15 an hour. I could go to McDonald's for that, right? So the goal of me showing you guys all this in the first place is to just show you that if you guys are being a grinder, if you guys are being a slave, if you guys are being diligent in all the wrong ways, I encourage you to just be more persistent about picking up better items, right? And while sales are all over the place right now, there are ways around it. There are ways to get more out of what you're doing. Work smarter, not harder, you know what I mean? Last few handfuls of items we're gonna have here. Got some Old Navy pants, 2740. 2740. These are women's Old Navy pants, size 16, sold for 20 bucks. All right, I'm gonna fly through these last items. Mercy Hospital Med Couture jacket, women's medium, sold for 19 bucks. Got a Maurice's sweatshirt, women's large, sold for 20 bucks. Got an Aerie sweatshirt, quarter zip, sold for 12 bucks. That's a women's small. We got this men's tap out shirt, sold for $25. That's an extra large. We got these silver jeans, women's 34-33, sold for 25 bucks. Got those from Josh from Loot Fam. Got this EbTech vintage Eddie Bauer jacket, ripstop material with the Gore-Tex in it. I did not put Gore-Tex in the title because I've heard that they Vero you, but what I did do is I just put the word Gore, G-O-R-E, in the title, so that way they knew it was in there, and took a big photo of the word inside the photo section, which people don't look at anyway. And that sold for $28 pretty much as soon as I listed it. So that was on sale, an offer that I sent. So I'm pretty sure I might have undersold it. Nothing sells that quick unless you undersold it, or it's a really great deal, or it's just that in demand. And Eddie Bauer's not that in demand. Anyway, vintage scooter, something scooter tramps biker tee, sold for, that's a men's large, sold for 19 bucks. Then we got this vintage army jacket. This also sold instantly for $35. It's just a heavy duty army jacket, a men's small filled coat. $35 as soon as I listed it, so I probably undersold that as well. So one of the things you guys have heard me say over the last month and a half now, almost 2 months, is that I have not been running a markdown sale. I have not been running a markdown sale because sometimes, guys, it doesn't matter how cheap you price an item at, you're just literally waiting on the right buyer to come along to buy that item. So I've been not running the markdown sale because I have a lot of space, right? When I get to running out of space, which I used to work out of storage units. For those of you that are new to the channel, go back about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, or somewhere around there, you'll see I was operating out of storage units, right? Not this space that I'm in now. So I was constantly running out of space, needing to free up space for more inventory, right? Working out of 5 storage units, I was constantly having to fire sell inventory. This whole shelf right here is the oldest of inventory, right? It's a year or 2 years old, right? Closer to 2 years, I promise you. So it would have been marked off for 70% off. No longer running the markdown sale. With that being said, though, with these items that would have been on sale, I'm gonna go over and show you 70% off this Ralph Lauren button-up men's medium. Would have been on sale for 70% off. It sold at 18 bucks. This is a Wonder Nation, not a good item. I got this in a bulk buyout from someone with a bunch of just random stuff. That sold for $10. That's a Walmart t-shirt, or a Walmart shirt. Lucky brand shirt. This would have been on sale for 70% off. Men's large, sold for 10 bucks. This is a Simply Southern shirt. This is the shirt I think I told you guys sold for 2 bucks. 7806 Dickies shirt, men's medium, sold for 10 bucks. Margaritaville shirt, women's large, that sold for 9 bucks. We got a Hollister hoodie right here. This sold for 12 bucks, and that is a boys large. So all these items, guys, would have been on sale for 70% off. So really thankful that I was able to maximize my profits as much as possible, besides the Simply Southern shirt. $2, there had to have been something wrong with it, because I only had it listed for 5 bucks to begin with. So I don't have time to go in the actual listing to find out what was wrong with it, but I'll take $2. And you know, it's a loss, but everything else is a win. A couple of other items that sold. These are No Boundaries pants from Walmart, sold for 15 bucks. Men's medium. This shirt sold on Poshmark. I've had this shirt listed for 2 years, cross listed at the Poshmark. It's a men's 3XL, and it sold to a viewer of the channel. I don't remember how much they paid for it. Let me check Poshmark real quick. Sold for $15. Big shout out to Buckeye Flips. And then we have this Spire. This is a Bulwark flame resistant jacket, just a work jacket with Spire. I think this is like a wire or fiber optics type of company, and this jacket sold for 40 bucks, I believe. Sold for 40 bucks. And then we got this Real Tree camouflage jacket that's at my house in the closet. Just a hunting jacket, parka type jacket. Then we have this vintage structure shirt that's at my house, and a stack of clothing, men's medium, that sold for 12 bucks. Got a Domino's employee hat. This is also at my house, and this sold for 13 bucks. And this Urban Pipeline shirt is the other shirt that I mentioned a while back that the buyer bought Two of these. This is a men's 2XL, and that sold for $7.55. And there's another item in here as well that's at my house. No, I guess not. I guess that's it. So those are all the items, guys. I'm sorry for the jumbled mess that this video is, but as I said, guys, I'm in a rush. I have to get to my pastor, one of my pastor's house, for his birthday party tonight. So really hope you guys are having great sales. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Jackets are selling like crazy, guys. Jackets are the #1 category, or at least dollar amount, that I sold in all week long. So if you guys got some jackets laying around, I'm sure you're listing them by now, but if you're not, get on the ball, guys. That's gonna do it for this one. Catch you guys on the next one. Until then, let's make this cash, guys. Peace.